my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym.
First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set. Let's go, lead.
They begin with a quick throw out left. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the 27, Davis. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Davis now. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And taken right at the 35. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, able to avoid him at the 40. And some room to work. And all the way down to the 26. A big play that time out of Chubb. 41 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ballgame. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down.
Hey, 31! Good enough.
And again, it's Chubb. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
Chubb not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal. And they touchdown! Amari Cooper, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Browns will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Davis now throwing on first down.
That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay. And early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. To throw again on second down. Davis, and the catch made by Johnson.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
On 2nd and 10, Davis. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, for incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Davis. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th.
Here's Presley Harvin now.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Take it in at the 22. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. They find some open field here. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Only able to gain a couple there, and 3rd and 1 now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Steelers are going to have a first down. Back to throw. Davis. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man. Complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. Here's Davis on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Looking to throw. Davis buying time to his left. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Chubb on 1st down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Watson now to throw. Got a man. It's Schwartz, complete. And he is going to have the Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. Here's Watson to run with it. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone. Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down. They go up the middle with Chubb. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Anthony Schwartz, as the first half is winding down. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. And that flag accepted. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Come on.
14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. Throwing to start the drive. Davis. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far, but you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback. He's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's got some space here. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 149 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Touchdown, Browns! David Njoku, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Grant Delpit. Certainly not. Charles, that's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Now, here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he's got room. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. Mayfield going to keep this himself. They pitch it to Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Here's Mayfield. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers are able to at least get one score back. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally coughed it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say, we were that.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Calvin Austin from 21 yards away. And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is down to 24. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throwing on 2nd down, Watson. He's got a man, complete, 20, 10, and all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Browns start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. The extra point hits the left upright, but goes through anyway. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Peck, and only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. First down, Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. He finds Austin complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And again, it's Mayfield. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Complete to Austin here over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Mayfield. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Charles, a lot of happy faces.
Some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah.
Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss, take off the weird jewelry. I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top 5. Take off them fabricate streams and the microwave memes. It's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro Pay, 5-day stay, take a $250,000, hella final. Take off the fuck flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic, that if I'm rich, I'm rare. Take off the should know, take off the Doja, take off the Birkin bag.
I just scraped it off the top, got it off the road, out the dirt, out the block. I was already told, I don't work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, they missed a lot. When that rush comes, look what I gotta do. I'm moving with a 2, I'm faded like a yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, getting picked off Bentley white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with Oxy. I miscount cause I'm off yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no
but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it off the road, off the curve, off the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of full.
Yeah. New toys, convoy, 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you is gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free, that's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm the connect, my boy. Off the top,
I just scraped it off the top, cut it off the road, off the curve, off the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of full. Yeah.
Something done woke up in me. I've been going crazy. I've been doing my thing. They not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me. No time for the silly games. Damn, it really must be so intimidating. But I gotta be great. That's the God up in me. Whoa, yeah. Hold me, they cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. I'm still cooking out the basement, and this game needs some saving. And I'm ready for the action, cause I'm tired of the acting. What happened to being great? What happened to being fashionably late? What happened to rocking shows? What happened to spin flows? Been weighing the cons and the pros. Feel like I'm the only pro.
Let's go now. 60 boxes. 60. Ready. Hawk 70. Red. Viking 18. Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Ready, let go. Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready, ready. We're going.